Welcome back, everybody. If you were on the stream earlier, I've had my lunch. Nice cheeky, it's called a beef pasty. It's not called a Cornish pasty, I think, because it wasn't made in Cornwall, but there we go. Right, let's see if the lineups are out. Let's just go for Google. World Cup football. Croatia, Brazil. Oh, the lineups are out. Let's go straight to Brazil. So we've got Richarlison up front as we expected. Rafinha, he's due, isn't he, Rafinha? He's been getting into some positions and putting some balls in, but again, classed as a forward in this game. What a shame. Neymar, Casemiro, Paqueta, and then Danilo starts, so no Sandro. That's probably the big news. He was rumoured to possibly be starting today. So we've got Danilo and Militao, Silva, Marquinhos at the back with Alisson still keeping his place in goal. Interesting. Let's have a look for Croatia. Borna Sosa, my £3.5 million enabler, gets a start. Who knows? Yes, mate. Looks like he does. I brought him in, mate. I'll show you my team. I don't think you were on the last stream, were you? Shankly, good to have you back, mate. Let's have a sip of me peppermint tea, so I'm not too caffeinated going into this game. So, yeah, I've got Sosa in my team, so very interesting. Gvardiol, very highly rated defender, done very well in this tournament. Lots of people wanting to get him signed up for their teams in January or in the summer. And then you've got Perisic as well. I think, is he listed? Let's go and have a look. We'll come back to that in a moment. Is he listed as a midfielder on this? I think he is, isn't he? Let's just extend this slightly. But if you are feeling brave, and think that Croatia are going to win, then probably Perisic is your best shout. £7.5 million as a midfielder. It's not for me. Not for me, I don't think. Although what I will say about Brazil, and tell me your thoughts on this, is once they had that game wrapped up against South Korea, they didn't look the same team. They weren't absolute, I almost felt like they were going to concede, and then they did. It's almost like the impetus went, the game, game done, moved on to the next one before the game had actually finished. So I am a bit concerned about their clean sheet, if I'm going to be totally honest. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned, but there we go. They have the best chance of all the teams as we've seen so far. So nothing to do for me, I don't think. Let's have a look. See what people think. I'll run a poll now. We've got, because I had Sandro in the poll previously earlier on Brazil defenders, and I put all four up. Now we know who's going to start. Militao, I think. Let me just have a quick look. Militao in the last game, I think he was substituted, and as a result, got his 63 minutes, got his clean sheet points, which is nice to see, because I think earlier in the competition, i.e. the fantasy competition, I don't think players were getting their points for clean sheets if they've been substituted. I'm not sure he went off for. Did he go off for Sandro? No, Sandro didn't play in the last game, but he's gone off anyway in the last game, so could well be subbed. And if Brazil do let another one in like they did against Korea, then maybe, just maybe, he's one of the ones to have, because he could be taken off and his clean sheet points could be in the bag. So I'm going to start a poll, and then I'm going to go and look and compare the Brazilian defenders and see which ones are standing out, because maybe you're doubling up, maybe you're tripling up. I don't know if you've gone for Alisson in goal. Let's have a look then. So ask a question. Best Brazil defender. And this should give us like first, second, third, fourth, in your opinion. And then we'll have a look and see what the stats say in terms of performance in the World Cup so far. And then maybe in the World Cup qualifiers as well, because that could give us a slightly broader range to make our decisions from. So let's start off. Give me 1 second. If there's any spelling mistakes, then do forgive me. I'm not going with capital letters. It takes a bit longer. Maybe I should be going for Danilo. I've got 5.5. I've got 0.5 in the bank to upgrade. If that is an upgrade, we shall see from this. Tell you what, though, I am, as I said before, proper looking forward to these games today and tomorrow. Really, 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 very, very much. You know, I'm supporting Brazil. They're the team I want to go on and win this now. Hello, Suma Das. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream, mate. So there we go. There's the poll. Best Brazilian defender. I'm just going to leave that run. I'll share the information, you know, sort of 5 minutes or so, where we're up to. I will say that in my previous stream, I got up to 198 subscribers. So if you are new, I just want to get on the. If we have a look at my channel here, yeah, 198 subscribers. Can I get to 200 before the end of the stream? That'd be lovely. Right, let's go and have a look at some statage then. Sofa score. Should we start with sofa score? Brazil. Only want Brazil. I want their sofa score ratings. So, interestingly, this is for the World Cup so far. He's not playing today though, but best player all round this is. This is before we look into the depth of it. I was on 97 subs before the World Cup, and now, so I've gained 101, mate. Absolutely right. Thanks for joining me. Monkey, good to have you on board. You're making your team now. Are you on a wild card, or are you just putting in your, like, doing your transfers? So, we've got Alessandro as the top performing defender overall. In fact, we'll just click on defenders here. Thiago Silva comes in at second. Marquinhos at third. Danilo at fourth. Okay. And then Militao coming in at 6th behind Dani Alves. Now this will be like overall, so minutes aren't counted in this at all. Can we click on each one? Sandro's not playing, so let's have a look at Silva. See what he's been doing. Lots of tackling, defending, very little attacking. Very little attacking from Thiago Silva, although he did get an assist in the last game. You're doing your transfers. Okay, mate. Who you taking out? Who are you looking to bring in? Ask the public, see what they think. Not getting forward very much, although, you know, he got his assist from about here, didn't he, with Marquinhos played almost a square, played slightly behind him on the edge of the area. Played all the minutes of all the games, was obviously rested in the final qualifying group game. Expected goals of 0.16. 2 shots from outside the box, but no goals. 1 assist. And key passes, big chances created 1. 0.7 key passes. I'm assuming that's per game. You're unsure, mate. We'll go and have a look at your team in a minute, if you like. If not, then let me know. I am going to go to FB Ref because I want to see these players up against each other. It does go a little bit smaller, so you just have to, maybe I can zoom in. Football statistics, FB Ref. So we're looking for team and player stats. Let's just go Brazil. Brazil men's national team. Here we go. So stats. Let's line it up in terms of position because we're currently looking at defenders. As we can see, playing time. No, we don't play in time. Stupid adverts down the bottom. Get rid of one and another one comes up. I don't want a newsletter. Okay, I'm going to have to zoom it up to there. Looking at defenders anyway. You just miss the titles, don't you? Per 90 minutes expected. So look at the expected. Because what I'm looking for is a player that maybe like had quite a high XG but hasn't actually delivered yet. Look at your team. Yes, I will do that, mate. I'll just have a quick look at this for everybody. And we shall see non-penalty expected goals and goals. In defense, as we can see, looking at our forwards, Rafinha, I think he's due. I do think he's due. But it's a forward spot. That's the problem. That's the problem. Anyway, defenders we're looking at. So this is non-penalty, expected goals plus assisted goals. Okay. There we go. So we've got Marquinhos here on 0.8. Thiago Silva 0.9. Militao 0.1. And Danilo on 0.0. So maybe we should be double up in the middle. Thiago Silva and Marquinhos. Why are people going for Militao? Oh, I'm missing some stats here. Let me have a look. Let's keep him highlighted. Per 90 minutes. Oh, maybe that's per 90 minutes. Have a look. Per 90 minutes then. Thiago Silva, Marquinhos right up there. It's like the fullbacks are the ones sort of staying back more so. When I look at this, I think I'm going to go double centre-backs. Interested to see what your votes are like. There is a vote open now for best Brazilian defender. Right, let's go and have a look. That's my thoughts. Currently, I am being tempted to switch to Thiago Silva. Replacement for Klaassen. If you can move up to Msuma, I'd say let's go back to our FIFA World Cup. This is my wild card team, and I've gone for Bergwijn. I had Klaassen in my team last week. Wasn't in my initial wild card team for my first draft, in all honesty. But listening to the news today, I don't think there's been any updates on that at all. Let's have a little. I don't think there's been anything about Bergwijn coming in, or now he's not going to be playing. Not being on Twitter, to be honest with you. Interesting from Elon. Truth brings reconciliation. I like that. I like that. But no, I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me here. Let me know. Has anything else? Have you been informed about anything? Anybody else about Bergwijn not playing? Obviously, he's the game this evening up against Argentina. Right, let's go and have a look and see. And this is very good. If you are not part of the league is closed now for the World Cup. I closed it at the end of the group stages. I only thought that was fair. But moving forward, if you want to be part of my FPL league, then I think the link's in the description below from previous. Might not be, but it will be on one of my old videos. And just keep posted for that. I'm not going to go to it now. But let's have a look at the league, see who's where, because I am currently in 11th. This league here is not called Welsh Warriors just because Wales were in the tournament, but I do have a league of many years. Probably been playing. I don't know how many years I've been playing FPL for now. 8, 9 maybe. Not too sure. I should be better at it, in all honesty. But if we look at, bear in mind, transfers will have happened. For last week, our top team, while my Qatar gently weeps, top in our league at the moment. Marquinhos in that team, and Richarlison, Mbappe and Messi. That's who I've got at the moment. Gone for Fernandes, Saka, Foden. Yeah, I've got those in my team. Just got rid of Shaw. Acuna, I think he's a 4.5. 4.5 million defender. And looks, according to what I've read this morning, he could be starting. So he could be a bit of an enabler. And I do believe possibly Paredes could be starting for Argentina instead of De Paul this evening. He could be injured. Possibly. Obviously, do your own research. Make your own choices. I'm just giving you heads up on what I've read on Twitter this morning. So, what's your team? Is it Cannibal FC? Cannibal FC, Monkey? I think it is, isn't it? Well, obviously, well, not obviously. Who's not in your team? So, for me, you're looking to replace Vardiol today. Looking at these are my first thoughts. He's on your bench, yes, but you want somebody to bring in for those that don't perform. Molina didn't. I had him last week. Didn't really do much for me, mate. To be honest with you, I think there's possibly Acuna might be a slightly better option. But if you're going to bring anybody in, I think it's Bergwijn. Just because he's out of position. And goals for midfield and defence, as we know, are 7 points apiece. Ziyech, I think Morocco might find it hard, and I think if anyone's going to score for Morocco, it's probably going to be him. But we've seen him before. You know, he plays for Chelsea, and you wouldn't put him in your team for Chelsea, would you? Yes, it is Cannibal FC. Lovely. So I'm in on that now, mate. Have you made any changes at all at the moment? Obviously, you've got 5 transfers this time round. It looks like you've got 0 in the bank. So I'll be taking out Gvardiol, because I don't think, mind you, I've got Croatian defender. If you're going to do it, you want an enabler. He's only 4 million though, to be fair. But Perisic and Ziyech are the ones for me that stand out if you're going to take and Klaassen. Well, we know Klaassen's not going to... Well, we don't know. We've been told Klaassen's not going to start. Gvardiol, I think he starts today. We've just got the lineup. If you've just joined, I shall share those with you again. Here's the lineups for today. So there's Brazil. Almost as expected, really. A couple of rumours. Sandro might start today, but he hasn't. He could come on. I think he plays right back, doesn't he? He had a great shot. I've just been watching whilst I've been having me lunch, because I'm sort of a bit like this. Do I try and get some more money to bring Paquetá in instead of Casemiro? And he did break in. Excuse me, sorry, just had me lunch. He did break into the box and get that finish, that lovely side foot finish in the last game. Had a cheeky little dance that went with it as well. But for me, I think Casemiro's just as likely to be scoring. He's shooting from outside the box, hitting the woodwork. Yeah, he's just looked dangerous, and I think he's got more tackles in him. More tackles. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this defender though. Interesting poll. Get your votes in, guys. I've only had 5 votes for the best Brazil defender so far. So if you are watching, let's do that. Are my subs up to 200? You beautiful people, 198. I will get out of the chair and do a little cheeky jig. I'll do the pigeon. I'll do the pigeon if I get to 200 right here, right now. Been practicing with my little girls, yeah. After I saw the lesson from Richarlison to Ronaldo, I couldn't resist. So get your votes in, get your subs in. That'll be lovely. I'll do the pigeon. Got a direct message? Is this anybody else? I've just got a reaction to my link. So I did share all about FPLs. If you're not sure, I shall share it again. They were very happy for me to share it. In my... Can I just go straight to him from here? Yes. This account here, they've got 47,000 followers. Ari Travo Audi, who does come on our channel quite often in the leagues, he writes for them as well, and they've got an article which is here. Let me share the link. I shall copy that now. Copy link, and I shall put that in these comments right here now. If any of you want to go and have a look at that in your own time, but there's some great sort of scout picks here. So anybody who's looking to make transfers, I'll share. This is here, some great article and some good reasoning for these players as well. So yeah, that's there for you guys to go and have a look at. Do we get more transfers after the deadline? No, I don't think so. I think you've got your 5, and that's it, mate, for this game week. You're not on unlimited, are you? I'm on a wild card, so all my transfers are as many as I possibly want. I saved mine, and I sort of like I didn't do as well in game week in match day 3. I think as a result, but I'm hoping now as we go in these next 2 game weeks, I'm not going to be taking any hits if there's any major upsets. Imagine if Brazil, for example, I can't see it, but imagine they go. I've got 5 of their players in my team, and that'll be all my transfers for next week. So I'll be doing that transfer at the end. Give Richarlison the captain. I think, looking at what I've done here, you'll see Biswanath. This is Cannibal's team. Big Nose Monkey on the stream. My team here. Absolutely. Let's click it. My team. It's on. Oh, that's match day 4. Match day 5. What's going on here? That's my team from last week. Is it having a bit of a brain fart? There we go. There's my team. Brain fart. Great word. Don't forget to vote, guys. Best defender for Brazil. Richarlison is my captain. I think he's going to smash it. And then I've got a backup of either Messi or Mbappe. Probably go on Messi, I think, to be honest with you. I think the English defence is a better defence. And Messi, did you see? This is the sort of thing that I look at and influences my decision. After the game, the way the Argentine fans celebrated and the way the players celebrated. I don't think they've had the best of times since Messi's been playing for Argentina. I just think that was almost one of the best receptions certainly I've seen at a World Cup. And there seems to be even the pundits were talking about it, after the game. There seems to be a real togetherness with Argentina. I mean, the game against, if they beat the Netherlands, the game against Brazil will be massive. Will be. So, yeah. No, I agree with you, Biswanath. Great to have you back on the stream, mate. Richarlison is a great captaincy option. I think whichever Brazil forward you've got is. Yeah, I've just got to decide now. My one last choice is, do I upgrade Sosa to a £4 million defender somewhere? Or do I change Militao to Silva? So let me share the poll with you now then. Interestingly, for the best Brazil defender, Marquinhos, who we've got, is in at 62%. We sort of knew that, I think. That was going to be the first choice for most people. And then Danilo is 25%, Militao 12%, Silva 0%. 12th man, Joey Boy, I think if you are going 12th man, I think, yes, get it used. Absolutely. Today. And I think possibly, if you haven't got Neymar in your team, he could be a great option to put in as your 12th man. So, Big Nose Monkey 123, you're doing Klaas into Bergwijn and Gvardiol to Militao. Yep, I think that's a good shout, mate. That's obviously just my opinion. Anybody else wants to join in, then please do so. Joey Boy, have you got your team in? Are you in the league? Do you want us to bring your team up and have a look? Started raining outside here now, if if you can hear that. So yeah, what £4 million defenders do we have? So that's an option for me. But a lot of people saying Militao. What were the stats in the how did he do in the World Cup qualifiers? Let's go and have a look at Militao, see what he's been doing, because yeah, he seems to be a favourite for everybody. Now, I confess, I don't watch much international football as a general rule. I watch a little bit of Champions League, certainly if there's any Premier League teams involved or any big matches, but I'm not an avid follower. Unfortunately, supporting Everton, the Champions League doesn't have the same sort of, impact on me. I don't look forward to it as much as if you're a team that's in it. So here we go. This is Militao. This is his season heat map. This is the World Cup. So played 3 games. Expected goal 0.07. So not looking to score. He's had 1 shot inside the box. That's what that tells me. 1 from outside the box. But no goals from those. Accurate crosses, none. What is it about Militao that why everybody wants him? What is it? Is it the eye test? Because I'm not seeing much in this, to be honest with you. No successful dribbles. Loses possession. Can get booked. Likes a yellow card. tackles per game, not getting the 2 required for a tackle point. Key passes 0.3. Need 2 key passes per game for a point as well. Joey boy, I'm ever so sorry. The league, I told all my subscribers and etc. that I was closing the league after the group stages because I didn't think it was fair for somebody who had loads more points to just jump in and take over the league when people have been committed to the channel. Obviously, there's my FPL league as well, which people can join for after this. So apologies for that, mate. But I think that was fair, and I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. If you want to screenshot your team and send it to me on to my Twitter, FPL Livesey Lovesit or at Livesey Lovesit, you can send that and I'll bring it up, no problem at all. Do it that way. Like to be a helper. It's because Militao's the cheapest. Is that why? Right, let me go and have a look and see. See, I'm not interested in cheap. I want someone who's going to deliver. Really tempted here to go with who's messaging me. It's not pick up the kids, is it? I'm just going to check this, guys. You can't see it, can you? No. Lovely. I'm just going to reply to that. That's my wife says she's going to get the children, which is great news. Means I don't get to miss the kickoff today for the Brazil game, and I'm not rushing out in a few moments. I'll have a look at Portugal defender in a moment, Monkey. Just going to go back to Thiago Silva. Just seeing if he was available there. As a recent search. Thiago Silva. I didn't click, I promise. That's annoying. There we go. Thiago Silva. See, he's got a much higher expectation. I mean, it's zero. It's not a really high one, 0.16, but that's higher. It was 0.03 for Militao. He's had an assist. That one to Richarlison the other day, which was lovely. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's only going to get one in this tournament. It's not a massive for that. Key pass is 0.7, so still not great. Big chances 1. He's had the clean sheets, but the clean sheet's the same for them all. I'm going to go and have a look at Danilo. He was the second highest rated in the poll, so let's go and have a look at Danilo, shall we? And then I shall go and have a look for my man at Portuguese defenders. Guerreiro is the one I put into my team, mate. Been getting forward quite a lot. Good attacking stats. I think he's had, I'm not quite sure, it's 1 goal, 1 assist. He's certainly had an attacking return, at least 1 in this competition so far. Who am I looking for now? Danilo. Is this one for Juventus? I take it. Denmark? The hell? Search. Danilo. There's a few Danilos around, isn't there? Why does Denmark keep coming up? It's annoying me, that. I'm just going to go to the Brazil team and click on him. That'll be easier. Right. So 184 centimetres. That's that, about 6'4". So good height. So could be getting a header in a attacking return. Perisic or Bellingham? For me, Bellingham, mate, out of those two, But if anyone's going to do it for Croatia, it's Perisic. He's scored in the last 3 World Cups, which is, I think that's a record for a Croatian team. So his confidence has got to be sky high. It's just whether he gets that opportunity up against Brazil. I mean, they did give opportunities in the second half. The game's tied up. He could well score. And I don't think he is the worst player to have in your team. Bellingham, he's a 7.5 mid as well, isn't he? He's looking hot. Can they do it against France, though? It's a tough game. That could go either way. That could go either way. But I think they've got a better chance of beating France than Croatia have of beating Brazil. My opinion. Please do share yours, everybody else. So Danilo, he can play. He plays on either side. Let's have a look. No key passes. No big chances created. 1 clean sheet. Creating errors leading to shots. I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to transfer out to Thiago Silva, even though he got 0% of the votes. Even though. What a replacement for Theo Hernandez. Is he 4 or 5 million, mate? Let's have a look. I think he's a 5 million, isn't he? Theo Hernandez. Well, for exactly the same money, 5 million. For me, it's straight away. It's either Militao or Guerrero. How much is Guerrero? He's 5 million as well. So for me, it's one of those two because I think Brazil and Portugal have got the best opportunity at a clean sheet. And I think Guerrero has a better opportunity to get an attack in return. What's he done so far? This one here, 11 points. So got a goal and an assist up against Switzerland in the last game. So he's banging form. So I think he is the one to go for. If you're going Portugal at 5 million, mate, that would be my choice. You got 5.5. I think Dumfries is like 6.5, isn't he? He's 6 million. Marquinhos, he's 5.5. I think him or Guerrero would be my choices, mate. Anybody else wants to join in and add to that debate, that would be very much appreciated for Suma. Let's see if I've hit my 200 subscribers, in which case I'll get up and do the pigeon right here, right now. 199, go on. Who's going to be number 200? If you're watching now, go on. I'm going to get up and do the pigeon. Let me have a look. Quick look. Has it happened? No, it hasn't. Right, we'll come back and look at that in a minute. Who's going to be number 200? No messages sent. If you're not part of the league and there's something you want to look at, then send it to me. If you are a content creator for Twitter or any other platforms and you've got some things you want me to look at, then do share. Let me share with you. I shared it on the stream before and I have made him aware. And I know some of you like this from a previous video. Fancy 22 has done another one of these for us all to have a look at. So give him a follow on Twitter if you're onto Twitter. This is his opinion. This is what I mean. If you've got something like this who you think, then do share it with me, and I'll share it with everyone because, yeah, like I keep saying, it's not about my opinion. I'm not going to come on here and tell you what to do. I'm just one opinion. I've seen too many times, too many presenters on FPL's channel, on FPL channels, like, you know, giving out advice and then just coming back to bite them and getting grief for it. So you won't get that from me. You'll just get what I'm doing and what I think, and you make your own choices. Why not keep Theo? Yeah, I don't think there's a good argument for that. I think I think the thing with England and France, I think it needs an early goal. I think if it's not an early goal, I think it's going to be a tight affair until that first goal. And then once that's in, then the other team are going to, you know, go for it a little bit more. The game will open up. But as long as it stays 0-0, it could stay 0-0 for a very long time. It could even end up as penalties, I think, that game. In which case, that would obviously be a great opportunity for Theo. Clean sheet, but there's going to be no attacking returns whatsoever. My thought process behind my defenders, or are they going to get an attack in return? That's my thought process. And then I've got extra Brazil defenders in because I think if anyone's going to get a clean sheet, it's going to be Brazil. It's going to be Brazil, and I've used Sosa as a 3.5 enabler. So let's have a look down here. So goalkeepers, yeah, I've got Alisson, I've got Costa. I think they are the best choices. Marquinhos, Silva's up here on 3 stars. So's Danilo. Don't forget, this is one opinion. Acuna, I think he's a 4.5 mid defender. So opportunity if you're looking for an Argentine defender. Otamendi. Acuna, I think is he left back, right back? It's one of the two. I think Dalot starts ahead of Cancelo. So I think he's a really good choice, to be honest with you. Also, Militao or Danilo. Well, I've just done I don't know if you were here before, mate. I'll just copy and paste it. There's a poll higher up in the chat. And I'll post the results for you in the chat here. Oh no, that's not worked. I've got a link to that article. Control C. And the percentages are there for you to see, sir. What people thought on the stream. I think that was about 15 votes. Let's have a look. 8 votes. Wasn't that many on at the time. Let's have a look. What else do I think of these signings? You see, Theo Hernandez is up there. Maybe Acuna's a possibility. Silva and Danilo. Midfield, Bruno Fernandes tops the charts on penalties. If Ronaldo doesn't start again, then he is a fantastic choice, isn't he? He is a fantastic choice. Creating everything, got an assist in the last game. 3 goals, I think, and 2 assists in 3 games, something like that, or the other way around. Paqueta, I'm not sure he's that much better than Casemiro, is he? Is he much better to have than Casemiro? Not convinced, to be honest, personally. De Paul looks like he could be injured. Bernardo Silva, playing really well. Doesn't look like he's getting anywhere near the goal. Playing as a proper midfielder in this game. And then forwards, the 3 Brazil forwards. Then Messi, Mbappe, not surprisingly. Ramos, obviously got a hat-trick in the last game. But is he going to score that many in this next game? Don't know. He's going to be a marked man, isn't he? You know, he's going to be the danger man that people are like watching, basically. Felix looked really good. I think he's worth a good punt, you know, without Ronaldo starting. And I think Kane's a really good shout as well, to be honest with you, in this game week. Let's just go back. And don't forget, this is Fantasy 22. It is at Vuvuzela FC. And he did this on 7th of December, so this is a couple of days old. But yeah, really good choice there. Let's have a look and see. So you want to have a look at Portugal defenders. Let's have a look at going to FB Ref. So I've got them there. So World Cup. Let's go Portugal. And I'm sort of focusing on. Oh God, what have I done? Portugal men's national team. I'm focusing on the attacking returns because I don't think there's going to be that many clean sheets at this stage of the competition. Let's line them up by position. Let's close down the annoying advert down the bottom. Let's have a look at the expected. So defenders are down here. Non-penalty expected goals. Expected. It's too far there, like that, so you can see it. So you can see Guerrero, talking about him before. I didn't want to click it, I just wanted to highlight him. He's got 0.8 as a defender, so he, for me, is straight away the best option there. If I click it there, that's it. That highlights it. Well, let's so we're looking at Guerrero. I think Dalot's going to start ahead of Cancelo, but it could be one of those you might want to wait until kick-off before you do that. Dalot, let's do it so it does only the lines that we're interested in. Defender. Match played. Starts. They've all moved around, haven't they? There hasn't been anybody really nailed on in defence looking at this. Oh, they're up here, that's why. Cancelo, I don't think he's going to start that way. Right, show only selected rows. There we go. Right. That's interesting, isn't it? That's a bit better. We can really compare. So, in terms of starts, so Dalot hasn't had the most starts. Guerrero has. Cancelo's had 3. Obviously, they had qualified for their final group game, so everybody got a bit of a cheeky rest. Goals so far have been for Pepe and Guerrero. Stupid advert. Go away. And assists, 2 for Dalot and 2 for Guerrero as well. So I think the one you're going to be choosing, like the standout is Guerrero, if that's how you say it. Sorry if I'm like murdering that name there. Thought if I close that box, it might disappear out of my way. So that's how they've been performing. So that's what they've done per 90 minutes. Expected stuff, though. There's nothing. Who am I missing? I've deleted someone, haven't I? That's annoying. This is live, guys. So expected non-penalty is, you can see there's nothing for Cancelo, which is interesting in it with the amount of minutes he's played. Nothing for Ruben Dias either. Pepe, stop jumping, at 0.3. Guerrero 0.8 and Dalot at 0.7. And then per 90 minutes, obviously this is it's Dalot who's getting the highest for those because he hasn't played. How many minutes has he played? He's played quite a few actually, hasn't he? If I remember, I think he's played 2 of the games, and one of those games was where he rested everybody and brought for that final group game. But what I've read on Twitter, he is going to start this game week. So that's Portuguese defenders for you. Anybody else got anything else? Let's have a look. Paqueta or McAllister? So we're looking at Brazil or Argentina. For me, my choice would be out of those two. If you haven't got any other midfielders from those 2 teams, I'm going to say Paqueta, just because I think Brazil have the easier fixture out of the 2. But McAllister, I don't think he's a bad shout either. I tried to get him in my team as I was building the other day at 6.5. I just could not afford him. This is my wildcard team, so hopefully I've gone for the best players or best balanced team all round. Still got 0.5 in the bank. How long have we got till kick-off? Just over 20 minutes. Alright, let's have a look and see if we go see who's been transferred in and out. So we'll look at selection and we'll go by position because I always find this quite interesting. Who could hurt us? So in 72.9% of teams we've got Lionel Messi. Mbappe's second, 67%. Excuse me. So if you're going to go out without either of those, you're very brave because people will be captaining them. I'm not saying you have to have them. Absolutely not. I had Neymar I brought Neymar in for Richarlison for a similar reason in the last game, and then obviously didn't do it for me. He's now actually Richarlison's more owned than Neymar. This is the forward line. So I have got the most owned forward line basically. Neymar, then Harry Kane, Vinny Jr. at 10.5s. And then Cody Gakpo, who's going to be playing, by the sounds of it, in a number 10 role today, behind Depay and Steven Bergwijn, who I've got in my team here. So they're the most owned at the moment in time. Let's go and have a look at the midfielders. Just to see if anybody sort of stands out here. So you can see a lot of people are backing Paqueta. So that answers your question. Monkey. See where McAllister at 7.2% owned. So at least double the amount of teams have got Paqueta. So that would be my choice, mate. Out of those, you make yours. And then Bruno is now the highest owned midfielder with Saka. Jude Bellingham, third most owned player. Look how people are back in England in midfield. That's interesting. Angel Di Maria hasn't really done it for me. Casemiro still in teams. As many as Perisic and Rabiot. DePaul, rumours he could be injured tonight. And then defence. Where are people going in defence? So, people are well in on Dumfries. I missed out on him in the last game, so I've got him in my team now. And then Cancelo's the second highest owned defender at £6 million. I have had him in the tournament, but he hasn't delivered. Let's see what is, I think it's 6 points overall, and that was for a clean sheet. He played the whole game. Played the whole game there. Then up against Switzerland, he was dropped. So I don't know what. I mean, they won 6-1, so I don't see why they'd be bringing him back into the team. I think Dalot starts. I think Dalot, or Dalot, however you say it, I think he is a fantastic option in this game week. How much is he? 5.5. Maybe I should have him in my team instead of Militao. Who's the cheapest budget defender that people own? Who's the first £4 million to crop up? 4.5. Acuna, he is 4.5. Got Gvardiol at 4 million. Just whether you want to put a defender in. I imagine I've got a Croatian defender as we speak now. Danilo. So what I'm thinking now, 15 minutes to go. Let me have a look at the actual time. Just under 20. 19 minutes till kick-off. I'm going to stick around for another 5 minutes or so. But I'm going to make my choices now about, do I swap Militao for Danilo or Thiago Silva? Or just looking at it now, the other option is Dalot. Is triple Brazil defence too many? I just think, this game goes out of the way. If they don't, then I can take them off, put them on the bench, and then I go. Maybe triple Brazil defence is too much. I'm going to go left field right here, right now, and go Dalot. Going to put a poll. Dalot. Start a poll. Which defender? I can go Dalot, Silva. Not got anything else in my consideration whatsoever. Or Militao. I'll tell you what else. The other option I'll put in there is Danilo. We've taken Marquinhos out of there. I think the last vote we did, a lot of people voted for Marquinhos, so it's harder to get the opinion on the second one. So there we go. Which defender? That is now live. Let's see. Before I make that choice, have my subscribers now moved up to 200? If it has, I'm going to do the pigeon. Right here, right now. Let's do a refresh. No, still 199. No pigeon. If you want the pigeon, the Richarlison dance before before we go, and you haven't subscribed, now's the time. And if you're wondering, I do most of my stuff live these days. Makes it a bit easier with the family. And I just save me have to go and edit everything. And yeah, taking out all the ears and stuff like that. I haven't got time for that. So hit the notification bell to know when I do come online. You're playing your power captain today. Okay, Monkey, that's a great shout, I think. You're locked in now. Synthesis, you got 2 subs left, ready for the 4 games. Good effort, Synthesis. Happy days. Paqueta was scoring 10 plus goals a season in France. Okay. Okay, so he could be getting a return today. You have to pick 2. Dumfries, Shaw or Silva. Dumfries for me. Dumfries and Silva for me. Out of those 2, that's the alarm to pick up the children, which I don't have to do today. For me, Dumfries and Silva. Out of those 2. I'm assuming you've got Marquinhos already. I'm going to refresh this one more time. Let's see if I'm up to 200 of one of you beautiful people. Not quite. We'll do it one more time before the end of the video. Right, here is... What am I going to do then? What am I going to do? Let's have a look at this vote. Oh, interesting. 6 votes. A lot of people going off to watch the match now by the looks of it. Don't blame me. I'm going to be going myself in 2 minutes. Drop a vote in for me before you do. Dallo, Militao, Danilo or Silva? Not too sure. Not too sure on this one. I need to make my mind up, don't I? 246. In case you wanted to see the lineups, in case you've just joined us, here they are. Is Croatia. Borna Sosa starts, so cheeky little punt there. Got me 3.5 mil defender there. There's nobody I really want to bring in for 4 million. If I did, it'd probably be this dude here, Gvardiol. But I don't. It's like for like almost, isn't it? More likely to score with a header in the for a corner. More likely to create an assist, Borna Sosa. But they're playing against this team here. Perisic, obviously, 7.5 million. If anybody's going to get a return, you'd think it probably going to be him. And then the Brazil team here. Richarlison up front. Vinny Jr., Neymar, Rafinha. All as forwards in the game. And then Lucas Paqueta, Casemiro. We just heard how he was scoring 10 plus goals for France per season. So that's 1 in 4 every sort of 4-ish games. Scored in the last game. So him and Casemiro have both scored. So he's probably more likely to get one in the box, Paqueta, I reckon. Whereas Casemiro's shooting from outside the box. And he's got a, as we saw with the one he did score, he's got a bit of a shot behind him as well. So I think he'll be shooting this game. Right, let's go back to my team. Right, decision time. So, let me think of this out. I've got triple Brazil against the team who are creating. What did that article say? All about FPL. What was one of my reasonings? An attack. I'm pretty sure. Don't think he's going to be that much of a differential captain now. What does it say about defence? It says something in here, I'm sure, about Croatia, which is that they basically have the least amount of attacking. Here you go. Croatia have just scored 5 goals, the second lowest among the 8 teams left in this World Cup. I'm assuming Morocco are the lowest at this moment in time. 4 of them coming against Canada in a single game. So 4 goals in one game and then 1 in all the other 4 games that they've played. Sorry, yeah, in 4 games they've played. In the other 3 games combined, they've just scored 1 goal. So for me, that is part of the reason I'm tripled up. But Morocco have got not been attacking very much either. It's a close shout, isn't it? But I think Dalot has got more chance of an attacking return than Militao and Thiago Silva and Danilo. Has he got a better chance of a clean sheet? Probably. Not quite. It'll mean I go in because I've got Costa on the bench to come in if Alisson doesn't get his return. Get a clean sheet today. I'm going to be going triple Portugal probably. Possibly in that game. We'll see how Dumfries does. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm not overly convinced about Militao. Not overly. I'm a mad. Right, let me end the poll and show you what's going on here. So Dalot has the highest amount of votes from all the people that have been watching. 9 votes. Dalot, I've got that 0.5 in my pocket. It's burning a hole. I'm doing it. Diogo Dalot. Confirm. Confirm. He's in. He is in up against Morocco tomorrow. Right, that's it. I'm done. Have we got to 200 subscribers? Can I get up and do the pigeon? No. Okay, we're going to save it for another video. Right, thank you very much for joining me. If you're still on the stream, go and enjoy the football now. That's what I intend to do. House is empty till till half time roughly. Yeah, thanks very much. Don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Get involved in my conversation on there. I'm a bit like this with it sometimes. It's not my favourite sort of format to go on, but I do like to read what other people's opinions are and try and create an informed opinion overall. Right, that's me profile there. FPL Livesey Lovesit at Livesey Lovesit. Right, thanks very much then. See you later, guys. Bye.